Perfect. Awesome.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Tonight we have a wonderful streamed, and I am joined by the anamorphously named Amphibious tonight. Hi, Val.
Hello. Hello, everybody. I think the last time I was on cast, I had a different name, so we're jumping from name to name. It's good times though, and I'm excited to see these two teams play. B1 Udyr with a couple of familiar faces in sports, and Y2 Jericho taking on Weez and Sons, who have been a kind of a staple in any league's playoffs.
B1
So I'm
Udyr,
very
in
excited.
fact, B1 Dunara.
Mm,
So, I mean, they could have potentially two more tries to B1 Udyr, but they have, in fact, B1 Unara.
yeah, and it's fearless. So the chances of them B1ing Udyr is it gets higher
Yes.
each game, and I think that is just wonderful.
The response we see is Kaisa, which is delightful. Super
And
scrappy
like Weez,
champions.
yeah, it looks like we're probably gonna get two tank supports here as well, to pair with. Although, um, Saren on the side of Weez and Sons is known for any plethora of supports. Obviously, Y2 Jericho though made his name on Alistar. Um, I think yeah, Alistar is the one I remember specifically from his final series, but that was many seasons ago, right? Could have a whole champion makeover. As we
Mm-hmm.
see, the Morgana
The
could be jungle,
Morgana
could
is a
be support, could be
response to the
mid.
Vi for sure.
Yeah, and it's such a powerful flex nowadays. I feel like Morgana
Yep.
mid popped out, and Braum next to the Yunara, so it's either mid or jungle. Could easily be both so far,
Most likely
and
mid, though.
already
It just
yeah,
neutralizes the lane so readily.
yep. This season I fell in love with Morgana mid. I think I played like 20 games straight of it in ranked, just because it's one of those picks where I'm not gonna lose. So all I have to do is make sure I can be effective in team fights, and that's definitely what it feels like. And Oriana feels like a complete it feels like a complete handshake.
Nice. Yeah. Big team fight potential, though. I love that ult with the Vi as the ball delivery system. We're seeing a lot of top laner bands come out here. Mordekaiser, Scion, Ornn, and does B1 Udyr ramp it up with a fourth top lane band?
Love it. It feels like Weezer Sons are getting rid of the kind of the blind pick, the easy blind picks, right? If you blind pick
Mm-hmm.
Ornn, blind pick Silent, you're almost guaranteed not to get abused on the other side. Meanwhile, B1 Udyr are banning kind of these tank abusing champs that are
Yeah.
super good at eating the tanks alive. So I'm curious on what Weezens, because Weezens Sons are likely going to go tank R5, right? They're going to support here and then go or top lane on R5 and
Oh,
B1
Tarek?
Udyr. I'm interested in Tarek here. Not a lot of dive components on the side of B1 Udyr, so he'd be in more of an aggressive position. But Vi can not just carry the ball, but also carry the stun
Uh huh.
and be a real nuisance. A mass. Imagine an invincible Vi ulting Yunara. Spell
Yep.
shit or not, that's not just Shin. I like that pick.
Mm hmm.
Um, I feel like there's so much. Right now, we have the B1
Ooh.
Udyr has a very protect the Yunara comp.
Well, protect Unara and Azir.
Yeah,
Uh huh.
that would be interesting.
I like the Braum. I'm a little bit sad it's not an enchanter that can go Ardent. Because dang, would
Mhm.
Ardent go crazy with a Yunara Azir.
Olaf is a really great pick in theory here.
Uh
On
huh.
paper,
Uh huh. Ooh. Ooh.
yeah, Olaf on paper here is so good here. I actually love it so much because in those late game team fights when he's got what I assume will be the stride breaker, there's only so much Morgana, Braum, and Shin can do.
Mm
Um,
hmm. Yep.
And when that layered on top of he's a unique ball delivery service.
Yes.
Um, pair that with Vi and all the pressure that comes with. So it's basically we've kind of got full dive and full heal kind of going one to one here,
Yeah.
which I think is going to be really interesting because it's going to come down to execution, which is the best
Mm-hmm.
part.
I think the Shurima shuffles could be absolutely huge as well. But, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
See, Azir and Yunara both need to keep things at range, but they already have that Kaisa, which doesn't give
Mm-hmm.
two shits about your wall of soldiers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Really, it's gonna be the Tark and Olaf that are not big fans of that wall.
Mm-hmm.
But if I cannot remember, I think Olaf can't be pushed, but he can't walk past it once it's already up. So
Correct.
if you're Azir, you're kind of throwing it out before Olaf gets on your back line, preferably.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Vi can ult and dash over it.
Mm-hmm.
Ori likely won't be too worried unless it's a really precarious position.
I'm pretty sure
Tark,
the wall
obviously.
doesn't become terrain until like the end of the cast of it, when it gets to its
Yeah.
final resting point. So that's the point Olaf's ult is not everything. But I really like the Olaf into Shen. That's
I do love.
fun.
This is gonna be a fun one because this is gonna be an interesting matchup because Shin is known to be kind of of all the weak side tanks. Shin is definitely the most bully of them.
Mm-hmm.
Either him or like all now thinking of it, a lot of the early game tanks can kind of snatch a kill or great lane position through early trading. Right? I think a lot about random
Absolutely.
foreign players getting solo kills.
But I also like that
Um,
Udyr can just definitely push the wave and get to the turret if ever Shen needs to ult away in lane. Like, any
yeah,
Shen ult or TP away is going to get punished very quickly.
yeah,
Udyr in your
yeah,
side lane is not something you get to ignore. And
yeah.
Undaunted,
Which
yes, that comment was made as soon as the Yunara pick was locked in. Um, yeah, no B1 Udyr for B1 Udyr. It was a bit tragic. So, Val, I do have a
yeah.
question.
Hmm.
Can you encourage reckless betting by putting up a poll or a bet?
Absolutely. I
Awesome,
can do
because
just
I don't have that power
that.
and I love not having that power.
Let's see. Okay, there we go. Oh wait, no, I know where to go.
All right. And we already have some people saying that Udyr Draft is better than Weez and Sons.
Yeah, I would agree with that, right? It's full peel. Your
Mm-hmm.
opponent picked full dive. Um, so just by the laws of the universe, um, B1 Udyr has the upper edge. The execution burden is on the side of Weez and Sons.
Right, but also their team is so dynamic. I mean, they do have the Tarek ult. Vi can become a problem if she gets ahead. Kaisa can 100,000% become a massive problem if she gets ahead.
Yeah,
Olaf, even not ahead, is still going to be obnoxious and will need to be dealt with. You can't ignore an Olaf.
yeah, 100%.
So, yes, burden of execution is on them, but also, if any of them get ahead, they could become an unstoppable force. Actually, we do kind of have unstoppable force versus immovable object here, don't we?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, and you do have the predictions up. Yay, everybody! Spend your schmeckles. And then I will go for the team that has the better odds. And yeah. Oh, we only have a minute. Go, go! Reckless
Oh yeah,
betting.
I set it for 2 minutes. So as soon as spectator delay was over, it would be ready to go.
There we go.
Oh.
Thulum and I have made it exactly 50-50.
This is beautiful.
Actually,
Winner
here,
gets
I'm gonna go
one
crazy.
medal.
Look at this. I'm gonna give Thulum
20 strike.
crazy odds 1 to 8. Let's go.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Plenty of faith in Weez and Sons.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're gonna be a really fun team to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. Azir can do some flashy stuff, but Braum, as much as I adore him, not terribly flashy. Morgana, literally the antithesis of flashy plays. She shuts down
Yep.
the flash. Shen can be life saving, but not super
Not
flashy.
flashy. Yeah. Life saving, yes. Flashy, no.
Yeah. And then Yunara, eh, 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 not
I think
super flashy.
she can be exciting in the way Kai'Sas are flashy.
Right.
Um or in the way you know like ADCs can be flashy where you're like, oh wow, the mic they are pleasing to the eyes, especially if you've got a trained eye, but if you're kind of just,
Right.
some people more enjoy like I don't find Draven to be that interesting. I'm trying to think of an ADC who like looks like Nila,
Tristana
Nyla.
looks flashy as all get out.
Isa looks very flashy. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
those types of ADCs.
There's a third thing I do. Objective timers. There we go. Ha ha ha.
To Summoner's Rift.
Hey, things are lined up pretty well on stream. Look at that. And I have the overlay and the team logos are on the right side.
30 seconds until
Hot
minions
dang.
spawn.
A perfect start.
Oh, we do have Skinergy in the bot lane. Very, very truthful, and thank you for pointing that out.
That's great.
Yunara
And it's
Braum,
good to see.
beautiful. It's good to see what?
Good to see Skinergy in the bot lane.
Oh.
Oh.
Minions have spawned.
Oh, the
Okay.
double up of the wards. That's a little bit tragic for early game timing. Okay.
It should be fine, right? It gives
Absolutely.
Ori gets the information is gotten,
Mhm.
so none of them should really have to worry. And another shout out is the Weez and Sons jungler has the KT emote. That's a knower. For those of you who um, are up to date with Worlds brackets so far.
Mm.
Oh. I am ready for a lot of the top laner handshake to kind of fight to the death, but already Olaf is pretty low,
Yeah.
so maybe I can.
But Olaf kind of likes it when he's low.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the ignite. Does have the ghost though, so we'll see. I love this ghost.
Oh. Tarek got the level
The
2
bot
first. We see
lane.
Kaisa Tarek going in. Get a good chunk of damage on that Braum. Yunar trading back as best she can. However, definitely getting that level 2 first helped them win a massive trade in bot lane. We didn't discuss who was doing play-by-play. What do you want to do?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Up to you.
I asked first.
I'll do play-by-play.
Okay, cool. Because I'm bad. Let's go.
What time are you at? Just to make sure we're synced
Oh,
up.
43,
43,
44, 45, 46,
Okay, we're the same.
47. Cool.
Yeah, we're okay. That's perfect. Yeah, but that is a big thing, I think, in these early trades. I think Tark hitting level 2 is also big.
Yes. And Bro and Sports just didn't quite realize it in time to back off. And Braum took a heavy trade, though both early pots were spent, and Braum is looking just fine now.
Yep. I think Braum might have also had biscuits, which is big time
Yeah.
in getting all your HP back. So that plus pots is going to make it real easy for him to get HP back. But it does look like they're all converging onto this bot side,
Ooh.
binding and the sword darkened earth. I think it's
Scrapping over the Scuttle Crab on the bot side by hightailing it to the top half Scuttle.
That's also going to be hard though. Strangleroot is already moving down to contest it,
Mm-hmm.
and Rin is moving. Another note about Rin is Rin, I think, is a championship winning top laner already in LBLCS. Is Dizu going to go in, gets rooted, and is going to take a bunch of damage from the soldiers and. But now Shin is also collapsing up here on the top side. Flash is over the wall, going to be jumping back into the bot lane. Does not think anything's happening as Angel might get stunned up. Strangleroot is going to force Ballistic Bunny back, and a lot of fighting, but nobody dies. And we're back to calmness as Rin is able to get both
Oh,
scuttles,
Scuttle
though.
Crabs. That's
Mhm.
big.
It is. Going to be a lot of early control over the river, and that's one of the big things
Mm-hmm.
about Morgana Jungle. Fast clear, but also such great setup. As Strangleroot's going to go onto Ballistic Bunny here and looks to try.
Ooh.
Isn't going to take this trade, but I think is much happier forcing Ballistic Bunny to back with this big wave. I'm going to be able to do some wave manipulation shenanigans, I believe.
Yeah, Olaf will
Uh,
easily be able to walk back to lane with that. So not
mhm. No
only is
TP
just
though.
getting double scuttle for the river control really good, but so much time was wasted that Vi could have been farming other camps because Vi was there at both objectives, both scuttle crabs
Strategy's
to
very low. Art's gonna dash
yeah.
forward. But nothing's
Ooh.
gonna happen. Both of them are so low on mana, I think is
Yeah.
the big thing. But being able to force back means you can push in this wave and burn Prodigy's TP as well. But your point about the time wasted for Vi. TPing, oh, hold on. TPing back to Zoo is waiting in lying in wait. I can't imagine anything comes of this, or maybe it's possible Shove is not going to be able to get by
Oh,
now.
good dodge.
Sidesteps the Ball Breaker. Flash Shockwave and an excellent pickup on the kill. Prodigy will get first blood about 6 minutes into the game, and that was
Nice.
almost fancy feet from Art, but things got cleaned up, and that's going to be big. Will force Art to TP back and will give a slight lead, but it looks like Sports and Jericho are immediately going to look to contest this. I mean, but Ori's going to have first move. Jericho is just in there, charged, stunned up by the tart. Shield's going to come down, and now they're jumping back. They're going to force them off the dragon. Shin is now here, going to miss the taunt, but Dizu is stunned, rooted, and is not going to be able to go anywhere. And they are going to get control of the dragon. Jericho just throwing his life in there. Knew he had the shit on his back. Shin has the TP, will be able to get back into the top lane, but it's going to get canceled by Prodigy. Which is not great news. It's forced to TP instead of back in TP, but
Mm-hmm.
situation's all the same. First Dragon's gonna go over to B1 Udyr. Very interesting early game is now Siren is in the worst spot ever, but is gonna look to trade onto Jericho. The spell shield's gonna come down and Sports is gonna be able to pick up the kill, and that was just the wrong place at the wrong time. Strangleroot getting some great trades onto Ballistic Bunny. CS is even here, but it definitely feels like Strangleroot has such control in this lane.
Yeah. Doing really well CSing despite having left the line already. Um, though the TP is down and on a significantly longer cooldown than Shen ult. So if Shen needs to ult away before that TP is back up, that will be loss of CS and loss of plates in lane. Ooh, Prodigy goes.
Art, big damage.
Ooh.
Low. Shockwave going to be able to use to push him back. Now they're going to jump forward onto Angel Michael. Nothing's going to happen though. Art is showing demonstrating a lot of aggression and prowess here in the mid lane, and now Sports and Jericho looking on to Michael. Can't proc the concussive
So
blows. I
close.
mean, yeah, and if that goes off, I'm almost sure Jericho would have been fine dying for that.
100%.
would have been a big boon, but now we see some stuff happening around the grubs. Rin getting collapsed on by 3. Great Flash is going to get him out of there, and it seems like that'll be all. They're not going to contest. Shin is walking back into lane, and Art is back, is under the turn, is backing, but no kill here in the bot lane either. Right now, Weez and Sons is going to get all 3 grubs, and no disasters anywhere else on the map. Seems like things are going even across the board here. Game is still relatively close. What lane do you think is going to kind of take this first big lead that I feel like is going to break the game open?
Ooh, that Braum Udyr is looking pretty darn strong. That's probably where my guess would be, although Kaisa is farming fantastically in this game.
Yeah. It is farming super well. It looks like she's going on hit as well, but she's also 1v2 in this lane a lot, right? Siren is
Yes.
constantly roaming, so yeah, it does feel like it's like a waiting for something to happen there in the bot lane. In my head, I feel like one of these top, either Shin is going to be needed elsewhere, and that's
Yeah.
what gives Olaf, a bit of a gold lead, maybe not a kill lead, or
Yep.
maybe Shin will be able to, finally come through on one of these long trades as a little bit of supportal combat over the mid lane bush ward. Stun's gonna come down onto Y2 Jericho, charging the contested blow. Great shockwave is gonna get onto Art, but the seismic shove. the
Yeah,
Emperor's
Shen ult 2. Taunt, turret,
General
death,
as well.
Braum
Death and
things.
destruction for the side of B1
More Braum
Udyr. They're
things.
going to stun up. Root is just gonna fall short of the zoo, and Vi will be able to walk away with her life. But the Shin ult and Ori ult, a lot of ults thrown down there. Shin, Ori, and Vi, as well as Azir. Braum there at the tail end.
Yeah.
With no objectives up soon, Emperor's Divide is the name of the ult.
Ooh, are we gonna see a dive here bot? They're certainly gonna try. Braum gets
Likely
passive on.
first stack is got on. Here is Dazoo, though. They're going to go onto Rin, and he is going to go down instead of anyone else. It seemed like they got out of dodge really quick. Sports did not want any of that. Jericho, bit of a bait, but that's how it goes sometimes. A great turn from Dazoo, and
Yep.
Michael dodging that Braum key was also massive.
Great job jungle tracking by being able to be there and set up to counter that dive and get a return kill. Oh my, Olaf. Oh, that was a lot of damage, Top. Normally it's a wet noodle fight. I feel like the axes are very appropriate. This feels like a high damage lane for sure.
Jericho is getting caught on by Dazoo here, but they're going to be able to back up. Dazoo is going to be able to get Jericho. Now they're on to Sports. Michael autoing. And it's going to be able to get the kill without having to worry about the turret. Dazoo, Michael, all fine. Rin is going to throw out the root, and it'll hit Siren. But another kill for Angel Michael, who is starting to come up big.
Yeah.
3-0. I mean,
So
we
I
talked
was
about the Udyr
correct.
Braum lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was correct with the lane. Just wrong side. It's fine. Vi being in the
we
right
saw
place
it.
at the right time has been huge for that lane and bot. So good.
Mhm.
Oh,
The big thing is
yeah, gold. That's good. We can see that. Even in top,
yeah, and I mean,
even in jungle, not even a mid, Oriana has a lead. Kaisa's got a lead
Kaisa's
too.
doing one thing.
A lot of
Kaisa
it.
is actually close to the entire gold lead that we have. 800, but that lead is starting to look at the 900 1k range as this Drake is coming up, but you can see the members of B1 Udyr starting to move around to it. Looks like they're trying to get, and looks like Dizzu's gonna try and go on Art. He'll shuffle away, we'll be just fine. Now there's another side of this fight. Great Root is gonna cancel the Q, and a little bit of damage from the soldiers is gonna poke Dizzu out of the river.
Yeah.
Question is, are they going to continue to do that? Look at Olaf has already walked all the way down here, is not scared of Shin doing any damage to his turret. He's going to start walking back up top here, and it looks like the bot side river has fallen into the control of B1 Udyr. They want to they want to go up 2-0 and Drake.
Yeah, but I still don't see any wards down there for them. I don't think Y2 Jericho has been able to get back and refill their support item in a while.
It's likely the case, as now Weez and Sons is just going to move on to it. Rin is sitting in the bot side bush.
Ooh.
And there's three you can walk up through bot side here. You've got Art hovering bottom side of mid. Question is, they don't know. I assume they don't know on they're on a ward right now.
I'm
But
guessing they
all
don't either.
Turret plating will soon fall.
It's
B1
about to come
Udyr
up for
all on the
Brahma.
bot side. Mhm.
Reaper is about
All
up.
of
They definitely don't have any wards to put down right now.
And
That is-
Dizu once again looking on Art is going to be able to get the cancel. He's waiting for the ultimate. Emperor's Revive still online. Can't shuffle out. Is going to be able to get out. The Shockwave was used there as well. Two ults for one, and Azir is all alive. Chunked for sure,
Ooh,
but
nice
not
binding.
dead. And that's big. Great binding is going to get some shift, great shift onto Prodigy. And it seems like nobody's going to get this Drake for now.
And King J Blue, thank you so much for watching the stream 5 times in a row. We appreciate you. That's awesome.
Is once again the height of playoff season, more games, more higher stakes, bigger games, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
It looks like B1 Udyr is going to be able to go up 2-0 in Drake's, and Olaf rushes the experimental hex play, which I did not expect, but it feels like the game has absolutely slowed down after the chaos in bot lane.
Right.
Question is, and it looks like they're about to look. Isa, Jericho's behind her.
Yeah.
Angel Michael's in a bit of a situation. First, the exhaust.
Oh.
Winter's Bite lands, but a great killer instinct is going to dodge out from the Glacial Fissure. And Angel Michael will be just fine. It feels like his hands are absolutely ready to be the carry of this match. It's on hit Kaisa, so the more she's able to dance her around and get these hits in, the better. Might be a bit difficult though. It's a mid-range ADC into this Azir, the Ablam, the Morgana. Gonna be
We're
about
trying this
placing
dive
well.
again.
Yep, no killer instinct this time, stunned up and never had a chance. Sports is not
Nice.
going to get the kill, it's going to be Ren, but Angel Michael will go down nonetheless, and that's going to be first turret. Herald is spawned in mid, and it looks like they're going to put a little bit of pressure onto the Azir. Going to force him into the second tier 2. They're going to force him to tier 2 turret and take that mid turret first as well. And they're going to charge to this mid turret as well. Airborne,
Nice.
Shin ult is
Nice.
needed. A big Shin ult. No vial was used there. Assumed that not too much will come of it, and she is right out of there. Saren's walking with
Top
her.
turret
Looks
was
like
taken,
she might
though.
re-engage, though. Going to go. Starts hitting on Ren. Ult is going to come out. Now Dizu has to flash over the wall, and looks like she's going to get out, but Great Root is not going to find
Nice
Dizu,
job.
and everybody's going to walk away. 2 turrets in the exchange for Weez and Sons. 1 in for B1 Udyr.
Yep, B1 Udyr
Once
have a
again,
little bit more ward clearing to do in that topside jungle, though. Weez and
once
Sun's
again,
doing
those
a
two
great
turrets-
job getting those pinks down.
Yep, I mean the vision wars are getting more and more complicated as this game is going to go on, but it's really interesting. Those 2 turrets kind of it feels like this gold lead has been a slow build. Obviously the kills onto Angel Michael did do a bit of a boost. 2 more turrets is going to push them firmly into a 1k lead, like 1.1, 1.2k lead.
Yeah.
Now the question is, when is the next play? When is the next objective? It looks like they want, with all the vision, you'd imagine that they're going to be looking towards maybe commandeering a lot of the energy on that top side, but the Otacon and the Drake are both going to be on bot side for this matchup.
Yes. And I believe those are spawning before Rift? No, Rift spawns about the same time as Otacon.
Spot.
No, it already spawned.
Just-
Never mind. Ignore me.
I
Otacon
was
and
like-
Drake are on bot side. They just warded
Yeah.
up the bejesus out of topside because they invaded topside and took
Yeah.
the topside jungle as part of the diving mid with Rift Herald thing. That Art did
And
incredible things to stop a second charge of.
I mean, and that was excellent defense. And once again, the Shinnel helped a lot as well. It's a minute, about almost a minute and a half away from the Infernal Drake and the Infernal Soul is coming up here. You know, that'll be their soul game. 2 minutes away from Otacon. If a big wipe happens here on this Drake, I would not be surprised if a team is able to get a clean win. Root's gonna hit, but not on top of the Scorched Earth. I don't think that's what it's called, but that's what I'm going to call it. I think
Scorched
it's
Earth? Is that it?
I
Isn't
think
it
it's
Desecrated
tormented
Earth or something?
Oh, I don't remember if it's. I think Earth is in the name, but I'm not one. Once again, I'm not 100% sure. Ballistic
Yeah.
Bunny is going to fly and then turns right around upon seeing Jericho and Ren. Had
Wants
to burn
none of that fire.
and
Ran in, saw smoke, said nope.
and neither of those things are going to be up in time for the start of the next Drake. They're trying to get a pick in the jungle. Once again, Udyr has been elite about getting
Stream a shuffle.
into the enemy jungle. The Shurima shuffle, but the ult is going to come down to Zoo. Now she is immune. Ballistic Bunny running in, and Angel Michael's hitting, but he's going to get hit by the Glacial Fissure. He's caught. He's stunned. He is dead. Shinol is going to go onto the Udyr, and it looks like they are just getting fried. Shockwave is going to hit on 3, but not getting kills, and it seems like it is going to be a sweep. No deaths on the side of B1 Udyr as Angel Michael and Ballistic Bunny both go down. What a play, and Angel Michael just got caught on the side there.
Yeah.
An amazing flick decision. Jericho hit basically saw Glacial Fissure angle and pressed Glacial Fissure. And that was a big ult and a big kill to kind of sway the fight immediately into their favor.
The Shrima shuffle starting it was really cool.
Yep. It was a great shuffle, and I mean, honestly, kind of a great answer from Seiren, right? Was able to get the ult off, and Dizu didn't end up dying, but in that scramble of the Udyr and the Scorched Earth, there's so much damage to Dizu now, hitting onto Jericho, but the concussive blows is going to stun him up. Seiren is now there as well. I don't know how they're going to be able to do this, and it's just an instant kill. Never stood a chance. They're kind of being forced to fly back, but Sports is flying forward. The Unara ult Art is going to fly forward as well. Angel Michael is going to pop the barrier.
Angel Michael realizes that's not his turn.
That is not his turn. He's going to go down to Sports. Unfortunate. That was just not where he wanted to be. As B1 Udyr is going to start pulling far, far forward. Up 500 gold now, and is going to take the Otacon to get more of a lead.
Ooh. Weez and Sons is not going to take this sitting down.
And Dazoo's going to fly over Ballistic Bunny. Now ulting. The Shockwave's almost killed Jericho. Dazoo, they're on Strangle Root. Azir's dead. Shin is still hitting. Dazoo's going to be able to steal the Otacon in front of Ray. And that is huge.
Great job, Dazoo.
In an insane scramble of things, somehow, some way, Weez and Sons ends up with the gold lead, but it's a 2 for 2. But I mean, TJ Blue is 100% right. It feels so hard for Dazoo to get a proper engage. Dazoo and Seiren, I feel like, are doing cartwheels and jumping jacks and hurdles just to get a decent engage. But when we see this B1 Udyr comp kind of forcing the engage, they look more vulnerable.
Yeah.
With the Otacon taken there, it'll give a sure amount of petals, I believe. Let's see, 14 petals for the side of Weez and Sons, 16 for the side of... 16 for the side, and it looks like they are going... Both of these teams feel so ready. Ballistic Bunny's in a wrong situation. He's just going to pop his ult and try to walk it out here, but it's not going to be anything. He's going to go down. Jericho will pick up the kill. Sports and Strangle Root.
Nice job.
Both from the bot side. Big kill there. Dazoo's going to be clearing out Vision. Angel Michael's still trying to force it. Yeah, and I mean now, Angel Michael's still farming pretty solidly and keeping up with Sports. And here it is. The ult's going to come out. They're looking for a hard dive. Prodigy, Shin ult, and now they're going to look for the counter engage. Strangle Root wants to get onto them, but does not look like it's going to be happening. Ult for ult.
It looks like a little bit of miscommunication where Udyr went, nope, I'm out of here, and Shen went, go in!
Go, go, go!
Yep.
Yep. You don't want to harden the edge on that too much, though. I don't believe they
Mm-mm.
had view on Vi either, but now they're gonna run into the river. Might have an angle on Dizu. He's gonna have to go out the back of the pit, dodges out of the route, and he is out of there for sure. Won't be able to
Nice job.
taunt him. And it looks like right now there's a bit of dodging going on here, just because I don't think Weez Sun's got the Otacon, but they were definitely slipping out of favor leading up to that fight.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
So now they're
so
looking to control and get things back under control.
gold lead, very, very even. Also, the Yunara Braum, now fairly strong. That's a strong Yunara.
Yeah,
She does have a
right ahead.
1.5 gold lead, K gold lead over Kaisa now.
I mean,
So,
but another really interesting thing I'll say is while the bot side of B1 Udyr is very ahead, it feels like the solo lanes of Weez and Sons are fairly ahead as well.
mhm.
Oriana's up just 1,000 gold, but Olaf is up 1,000, one and a half, almost 1,500.
Taking
That's kind of
those
where it feels
turrets
like
in
playing.
mid and top, I think, were a big part of that. Keeping gold even despite being down 5 kills. And Lunar Day, we do not have a command for that, but I will tell you, I am Loki Aurora, and I am joined by Val tonight.
Yellow.
Or Amphibious, or whatever you're choosing to be called at this time.
Val is
Okay,
fine.
good.
Look, just do is kind of searching with the Vault Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
Rin is looking to be obnoxious. Yeah, and once again, that's a big thing about the jungle Morgana. I feel when you're jungle and mid Morgana, you're kind of roaming around these lanes. But it looks like Saren and Zoo are in a weird spot. They're instead just gonna fly out, and they're trying to get control over this river. And all five of Weez Sons are here. They will get control of the river. They will get visioned, and they will be in the spot. This is Infernal Soul for B1 Udyr, so they're definitely they have the option to let this slide. Let them have this.
Mm-hmm.
The Baron comes up in 5 seconds, so they can say, we're gonna take mid prio when we're gonna move towards the top side here. You guys can have what you have. Shin has
Yep.
the ult
Which
and
is
can come to
exactly
the
what
fight,
they're
and it
doing.
seems like exactly what they're going to do. Are just going to start hitting it with the Azir, with the Unar. They are going to do this mad fast, especially with the Morgana. Shin is going to have to move and move soon though, because it does not look like Weez and Sons are going to give this up. Dizu is already leading the charge. Doesn't have the ball, but is going to be able to force them off. Discharging the Q is going to hit the Braum. Stunned, rooted. Ult's going to come down from the Taric, and Olaf is sprinting into the back line. And it's going to be onto Azir, and now the Shockwave is going to only catch Shin. But it seems like Morgana, Azir are ripping through the backline of Weez and Sons without even being up next to them. 3-0. And it's going to be full control over the Baron pit for B1 Udyr.
That was a bit
Despite
of a
everything I've
disaster.
just, yeah, and it's going to be Prodigy trying to make a hero play. And
Going down to, oh
not
dear.
really did it, yeah. And a Baron with no deaths. Every member of B1 Udyr is going to be able to get this Baron and focus on pushing with it. I mean, I thought Olaf had the angle there too, flew onto the back line, was on top of the
Uh-huh.
Unara. But amazing peel, both Strangleroot and Jericho got back on top of their ADC and lickety split. Rin and Art did all the work there in the
Yep.
river, got a bunch of damage and kills, because I imagine when somebody gets rooted, they have soldiers piercing them left and right. And I mean, this Azir has the Shadow Flame, has the Nashers, is even in level with the Oriana. It was a slight gold lead before, but now he's taken it over. Meanwhile, the gold lead in top has shrunk significantly, and it's
Mm-hmm.
reflected in the overall gold lead. B1 Udyr up 5k. It's now they're looking to
Yep.
figure out, you've got to close this game out. There's still a great team fight potential on this Weez and Sons comp, so you can't completely count them out. This Ori does damage, and Kaisa is looking to get to her third item and start really pumping damage out. So they've got to see what they can get off of this Baron. They've gotten the top tier 2. Dizu's in a bit of a weird spot, but it seems like he'll just be able to blast going out of there.
I think I
They're going to
remembered it.
look
It's
towards
Tormented Soil.
there it is. That is
That's it.
100% right. Like, That is absolutely it. Is they're going to take the tier two mid turret. They can't move. Olaf is trading turrets in the bot side though, and as long as B1 Udyr cannot lose, they can just continue to push here. It's five people pushing mid.
Yep.
Olaf is pushing bot with zero recurs.
Oh.
Five-man Shockwave is going to deal a lot of damage, but now they're going to look for the counter engage. Tower Gold is going to come down. Siren is not going to die. Dazoo is going to get the invincibility. Angel Michael is free hitting onto Strangle Root. He's going to get a block, but two deaths is no bueno. Now they have to survive because it is Olaf versus the world. They're going to look for the base race here, which is not something I thought I'd say going into this game. They're going to have to die for this. Great Emperor's Divide is going to stun, but Shin is going to go down. Art is taking a lot of damage. They're super low. Another kill. Olaf is going, but it's going to be super close, but not close enough. B1 Udyr will kill.
Oh my gosh.
And Olaf won't be able to do it. Was just starting to hit the Nexus. What a game. What a randomly close game. That is not what I expected. But that is what happens. You know, Olaf committed to it. They went to try and get, and almost a crazy sequence for Prodigy, for Angel Michael, if they were able to get maybe a kill or two more. But a great Emperor's Divide there at the end by Art kind of put the line in between them and made it so that they had the time to kill the turrets and the Nexus. What a game.
That was really good. That was so close. Getting those two kills at the end. Oh my gosh. Almost being able to wave clear it out. The Braum shield, I think, was absolutely enormous there, blocking a lot of the damage from getting onto the minions. And I think that was almost like the unsung hero of them winning that base race. So game one base race. Yep, that happened.
Yep, game one base race. And you know, B1 Udyr showing great composure. I felt like they didn't have a perfect early game. They were ahead for a lot of it. Rin looked super duper comfortable. Kind of all over the map. Obviously, some chaos in the bot lane led to Angel Michael being the lead, but they just had great fight after that, and you know, ended up in a B1 Udyr game one win. Now the question is, what are they gonna look? What is this game two gonna look like? You know, all once again, love Fearless because all those champs, no longer on the board. I'm interested to see if these ADCs will continue to choose such intensive champs though, because I feel like both of them had a solid game. I felt like Angel Michael, only real blip from Angel Michael was that shaky fight in the jungle. Let's choose this. B1 Udyr took lane one.
They have decided to swap sides on me.
They have indeed.
How dare they? The audacity.
That is their God-given right.
Fine. I don't know. I think it's LBLCS given right rather than God at this point. Lord knows that League of Legends is godless. Let's be real honest, people.
That much is true, but I assure our Lord God Buggle would not take kindly to the idea that there are no gods in our league.
Do you really think that Buggle would like to be considered a god?
I cannot. I shall not prophesize on his thoughts.
I don't know. That just sounds like way too much pressure to me. Absolutely awful. Okay, so Lunar. I love Tyr. We are friends. He's a delightful person. So yeah, still do not approve of his steak take. Like absolutely horrendous. Wherever we go out to eat, like if we meet up and go out to eat, it will have to be a place that does not serve steak, just so I don't have to watch it.
It is a little concerning to me, the steak on ketchup. The most
no. He started with saying he likes his steak well done.
Oh.
And then puts ketchup on to add moisture back in.
So
I
I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused as we're gonna start draft here. We're gonna start draft here. Weez and Sons is going to. We'll get to that back in spectator delay. Once we're in spectator delay, we'll discuss this. Um, as it seems like a lot of the same bands are going to come out here. Although Weez and Sons seems to be leaving up the Caitlyn for their own first pick. We'll see what their third band is here. But I could see a Caitlyn first pick is likely to come out now that they've left it up. Question is, will be when Udyr keep their fiddle ban or ban the Caitlyn?
Hmm. Ban the Caitlyn.
They're going to ban the Caitlyn, leaving up the fiddle. Now, fiddle's not exactly a champ that is blind pickable, so I imagine we're still
No.
going to see a bot side pick here, or maybe a safer jungler and kind of maybe hold the fiddle for a game 3.
So what about Udyr?
That's not Udyr. That's a different tank
No.
jungle. But well, they can't be one Udyr, so maybe that's
They,
maybe
they
that's why
could
okay.
have.
They could have.
And how ironic would it have been for B1 Udyr to have B1 Udyr picked against them? Come on, storyline.
It would be very interesting to say the least. But a Mumu, a staple in fives, especially amateur fives, where um, that is kind of the simple go button. Hit my Q, hit my ult, let my team build upon what I get. And Smolder is going to be the response here from B1 Udyr. Likely, we could see the support picked alongside it. We could also see a jungler picked alongside it.
I would imagine the jungler would be a safer bet. So much of the lane is dependent on the support pick. It's really best to do that with as much information as possible.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw Weez and Sons hold their support pick until R4 last time.
Yep.
So we'll see what. But B1 Udyr once
Or
again locking in another one of those hard, another one of those heavy flexes. Zyra could be support, could be jungle. Rin looked great on the Morgana,
Yep.
so we might see Jericho on another engaged support alongside that AP jungler. Um, we'll see what they've got though. Weez and Sons has a opportunity to respond here. I mean, likely going to respond with their bot lane or the. Whoa! Wait a
Oh,
second.
what? It's a support Amumu.
Oh, you made sure to swap to draft 2 on the stream.
Yeah.
That would be important.
Yeah. Didn't I? Oh, yeah. I swapped it on my screen. This is fine. I forgot I need to. It changes. We're good. I'm getting there. I swapped the logos.
Hey. Perfect.
There we go.
We're gonna Sivir locked in on B3. That is the save. But now, yep, on to draft 2, and the Smolder and Zyra gonna be, and they're gonna pick the Scion here. Not gonna give the Weez and Sons the opportunity to ban it away, and even better, going to be able to ban out some of the Scion counter picks that they know Weez and Sons are going to want. I don't know where this fiddle is going. It could be fiddle jungle and support. It could be the other way around. It could be fiddle in some random solo lane, which would terrify me, but I would be very intrigued to see how it works. Warren and Gwen taken off the table. B1 Udyr likely going to go. They might break this Zyra flex to make sure that Art can get that R5 counter pick. So we might see their support here on R4, or we could see them hold that flex all the way until R5.
I'm pretty sure Zyra support would shut down Fiddle support pretty darn hard. So I imagine that Fiddle will not, in fact, be going into the bot lane. Oh? It's Zyra jungle?
Set. Alistar is going to be the lock-in, a Jericho signature. And Zyra will be going into the jungle. A beefy front line has been picked here for B1 Udyr to protect their dragon, to protect their plant. Now the question is, what are Weez and Sons going to go here on B4, B5? It seems like they have a pretty solid engage comp already, right, with the Amumu, the Fiddle, the Sivir. You want some solo lanes that can follow up hard on this and kind of get some wins. And it's going to be hard to pick something that will be able to. Well,
Born.
yeah.
Nice.
You have both of these top laners handshaking. They're saying, we are here to help our teams, and that's likes to look. And
Yep.
you know what? I love that for both of them. Now the question is, what does Prodigy want? And it's going to be the
Ooh.
blind pick Yone potentially. Plenty of mid laners left. Swain is
Swain.
another one. I'm not as particular about this. I'm curious. I would prefer Yone, but they might go Swain. They're gonna go Swain. And yeah, that is why I was a bit particular about seeing that Swain
Yep.
because
Silas
this
is
is
still a
not.
champion.
Silas is a champion. Cassio is a champion. Both of these picks,
Oof.
I think, would be a bad time for Swain. Not just that, but I feel like there's a solid amount of range on the side of B1 Udyr between Zyra and Smolder.
Yeah. And a really good amount of disengage too. With a headbutt, it doesn't have to be used as the headbutt pulverize combo. You can just get knocked out of the team fight. And with
And actually,
Swain, Fiddle ult, and Mumu going in, there are so many good targets to headbutt away.
yeah, I was going to say, I feel like the headbutt is going to get a lot of value as a disengage tool here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, between a Mumu Fiddle and Swain. And the knockup is going to get just as much between Ornn and Swain, but my big thing here is there's a lot of disengage. Even if Swain is able to get on top of Zyra and Smolder, I fear for what's going to happen to Swain, the rest of Swain's team, because Silas is going to have his ult, and that would be interesting. Pantheon has not
Yeah.
already picked. Panther with Panther would have been a really interesting pick here. Yeah,
I mean, is there a bad ult for Silas to take?
not this game, and maybe some situations. Um, but I think Silas isn't going to have to play de facto frontline because he's got two great frontliners. He's going to have to play de facto. He can play assassin and be on the flanks. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe Fiddle could have been a difficult ult for him, but I think he's going to have plenty of opportunity to use it well. But Fiddle passive is what gives it the fear, right? If I remember correctly.
Right. But
So he doesn't
Silas
have the fear.
going in with all the Silas abilities, with the freaking crow storm going on around him,
Oh, absolutely.
sounds terrifying.
It is. I think it's one of those pinch ults. I feel like you're not gonna, in the middle of a fight, you lose track of if it's the middle of a fight and you lose track of Silas, you can probably figure out what he's going to be able to do. My thing here is, but also to your point, Slime Father, the Silas was the R5 pick here, so it was the last counter pick to the Swain. I think may probably isn't going to be picked if it's Pantheon instead. But my thing, is I'm very interested to see because this is another draft where I feel like B and here kind of got what they wanted, but
Mm-hmm.
there are definitely more wild cards in this draft. I feel like the Sipper is very consistent, and that Spell Shield is going to be big time.
Oh, yeah.
She can hit 3 items. I can see her being a big problem, and even shredding this Scion and this Alistar if she can maneuver past the Silas. And I mean, all things considered, Ornn is still in a great spot, and if this Zyra is super ahead, I can see him being a problem in terms of dying. And once again, a Moon Moon Fiddle, amazing engage, right?
Yes.
I'm very curious. I believe
They are
this
emeralds. I think
is
there's one or
Emerald.
two diamonds.
Yeah, I was like Emerald. Yeah, I was like Emerald with a splash of diamond. But we're not going to be in game quite yet. We're going to go through in-game draft is going to happen, and then spectator delay.
Yep.
Yep,
Just
yep,
seeing everybody go where we expect them to go. Well, I guess there's still slight debate whether a Mumu or Fiddlesticks is in the jungle. Fiddlesticks is in the jungle.
Fiddle jungle.
Yep. Yeah, I would love for us to already be in game.
Okay.
So, you are starting a bet with at least a 3-minute betting period because we did not have enough time to shamelessly use our schmeckles.
I'm being even kinder and giving 5 minutes.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Usually, I do. The main reason I don't often do bets is because I'm a stickler. I like to make the bet time to 2 or 1 minute. Um, and I say I make people. The idea is to get people to make reckless bets without thinking about them.
Mm.
Um, but I think it is smarter to allow people more time to mull over and spend more money.
I have mulled. I have put schmeckles down. You all may steal my schmeckles away. One of you have already done so tonight. Thulam. So,
Right. As we're getting in the spectator delay, we need to circle back around us.
yeah.
Um, so this whole steak ketchup and steak thing is bothering me
Mm-hmm.
because it's redundant for one. Um, just order the steak not well done and wouldn't have to put ketchup on it for juiciness.
Mm-hmm. This is not me, by
And
the way.
another, yeah. This is directed towards tier.
If
If he ever
anything,
watches this,
I am a blue person. So,
I'm not a steak person. To be completely honest, I'm not a steak person. But I understand the sanctity with which steaks are to be treated.
yes.
Um, that's like it's not my personal preference, but also I respect when it's done well. I once and with thus why I'm concerned by um ketchup on well done steak.
Just get the
The most
hamburger.
yeah, right.
There's
The
always
most
a
egregious
hamburger
thing
on the
that's
menu.
different
Just get the hamburger.
there is maybe even chicken tenders. I mean, not the same, but where if we're going to make a travesty of a steak, I think we should remove ourselves from the cow entirely.
Okay.
Ketchup on eggs is reasonable.
Yes.
Maybe some people don't agree with that. I believe ketchup on eggs
It
is
depends
reasonable.
how the eggs are made. If it's like
Yeah,
American diner scramble, absolutely those things need some ketchup. If it is like a
exactly.
beautifully poached egg on an eggs benedict, no. It already
Yeah,
has
yeah,
fancy mayo, let's be honest.
yeah. My big thing, apparently, what I found out was not a common thought was I'm a proponent. I'm a believer in hot sauce on eggs, on scrambled eggs, not beautifully made eggs. I believe in hot. I don't even like hot sauce, but I can understand why someone would do it, which
Oh yeah.
apparently is not a popular opinion.
What?
Um,
Sorry, I'm born and raised in San Diego, so hot sauce just goes on eggs. I'm actually one of the weird ones. I don't do hot sauce. So, yeah.
I bet a Tabasco, sriracha. I mean, it depends on. It really
No, the one with the
Cholula.
lady on it. See something.
Uh,
You
Cholula.
Cthulhu. Yeah.
Yeah. Cholula is also that once again Tabasco, Cholula, sriracha, like your local hot sauce. I don't know. Like I feel like those are all fine. Oh right, yeah, the champs get scrambled. I got really confused. I really when you're in spectator delay, for those of you who don't know, after the champs have been locked in their proper spots, League of Legends goes through the courtesy of swapping around where all the champions are.
Mm-hmm. It's
So
delightful.
I looked at the lineup and saw Ornn, Swain, bot lane, and I was like, no, no way. Although that would be really fun, you know. And I could honestly, obviously the swap rules in LBLCS are, um, not convoluted, but they are interesting. I would be interesting to see, the Sivir lane into the Scion and then Ornn and Swain kind of do their, or I guess Ornn and Amumu do their thing against the Smolder and Alistar. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but that is, but yeah, lane assignment, once you're in game, lane assignments are um, up in the
So,
air.
Val, another slightly controversial food item. Frito chili bags. Yay or nay?
Frito chili is this is like it's like you make the Frito pie but in the bag rather than
Yeah.
like in a.
And it's like
I
always
mean,
at like Little League games or something.
it's fine. It's convenience more than it is because I love Frito pies, but that's just a matter of convenience, right? You're just
Frito
because it's
pies
the
are
same
too
thing.
big. It gets soggy too easily. I think the bags are actually the superior version.
I guess it's quantity, right? Because when you have a Frito pie with the whole bowl, depending on it, because I'm a nacho bowl person as well, right? So I advocate. I love tortilla chips, cheese, ground beef, and lettuce and tomatoes, and put it on a bowl, and I kind of
mashed it together and ate it like that.
Oh, I need to
But
fix
obviously,
my.
some people don't like that. To me, fruit pies are the same process. Swap the things around in
Yeah, yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me at least get out to. There we go.
Yes, we are
I'll fix
getting
this.
it game.
Yeah. So we can see the
MSG makes
teams who are
things
now
take.
out.
I can't condone. I can't back that food take. I'll be honest. Um,
No, MSG is wonderful. You're just wrong. I'm sorry.
30 seconds
there are so many magic white powders in our lives, and MSG is absolutely one of them.
Oh, I
Um,
went the wrong direction. Oh well. It's fine.
uh,
Ooh, level 1
oh,
shenanigans! Rin has to
Sarah,
flash over the wall.
Rin, great sidestep's going to be flipped back, has to flash over the wall, and a stun is going to get onto Jericho. They're going to hit him as well, and Rin is going to be able to get out there just having to use the flash, and shouldn't be delayed camp-wise, so just some good vibes. It's going to be Amumu using the Ignite as well, and yeah, that is going to be the Amumu's job, right? Being able to move across, because it felt like Saren was all over the map last game, it just was not able. It did not result in enough. This game, I think with the Amumu, much more lethal on these support roams. I'm very excited to see how much damage they can do
So,
on this
Lunar,
little
what's your
sad.
favorite flavor of Doritos? With this MSG take, I'm curious.
Great question. Let's see. Tamara's position.
Yeah. Good chunk taken
Grace.
out of that Silas in mid. Silas?
Yeah.
Yes, Silas.
These early few levels will be a bit difficult for Silas, but I think once both of those characters hit 6, Silas is going to be happy to take some of these trades, because once he pops the ult, I think his damage and his sustain is going to be the real issue. Not even his damage, but being able to sustain alongside Swain is going to be key, because he's going to be able to out damage him by that point in such an extended trade. But for now, it's getting poked, getting autoed down, getting poked, and living that life.
Okay.
I wonder
yeah.
how many times the game will make this hand top side. Purple, you know, I've never been a purple. I do like. I grew purple Doritos grew on to me for sure. My controversial take is that Cool Ranch isn't that good, though.
I don't think Cool Ranch is good either. I am a nacho cheese person all the way. Thank you very much. And Lunar, yeah, that makes sense with the tortilla chip, plain tortilla chip thing, because there's so much MSG in Doritos. And I always find it hilarious when people are like, no, MSG is bad for you. And I'm like, bitch, you ate like 3 things of Doritos last night. What?
As a bit of a longer trade, great chip onto Art. Prodigy is going to keep forcing that trade. Probably wants to get one more E off. Gonna go back and forth. Oh yeah, I need to keep my eye
Oh,
on
nice.
theoretical stack checks.
The orange just making. Okay, we
Yeah.
see an engage here in mid. Okay, yeah. That was. Yep.
It's just
Exactly
that
where
easy.
you want first blood on the Zyra. Let's go.
Nice. I think you are probably a little bit ahead. So
Oh,
I'm going
58,
to
59, 4 minutes. 1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Do I need to pause for a moment?
You're good.
Okay, we see the bandage
There
toss go out. Oh,
Both
and the
bandits
second
toss.
one
Hey,
hit.
great stuff.
Yeah. Angel Micro did not think that trade was going to go forward and ended up walking back to lane a little bit. Although they do beautifully shove the wave under turret, forcing Sports to just last hit. Ooh.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Just wow. That's all I
Uh-huh.
have to say about that. That was hilarious. Yeah, that's life, right? C'est la vie.
Yep. Lunar, it turned into a food conversation because you literally brought up the food conversation.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
It was very much all on you, my dear. Trading happening. Not much happening besides that.
Yeah, it just supposedly supposed to be a slower early game, right? The swing is a fairly safe lane. Obviously not much is going to happen in in the orange cyan lane.
Ooh.
But now Q onto the art, and he's just gonna be able to dash out of there. Absolutely in zero danger. Literally in zero danger. Angel Michael is just gonna stay down here by clear these minions. Jericho.
We did see the flash out of the fiddle to try and get the fear on, though.
Angel Michael in a good precarious position. Now the ults are coming out in the mid lane. Saren's going to hit the Q onto Ren. And it's going to take a lot of damage, but another Q is going to hit onto Jericho. They're going to keep on going, though. Angel Michael hitting. Flash Q is going to knock Angel Michael into the enemy team. Great flash, great shield is not going to be enough. Great damage is going to go on to and Zoo is trying to get one kill onto Jericho. Anything to make this worthwhile. Won't be able to get it. Is going to go down. And that is a 3-0, a solo kill in the mid lane, and a 2-0 in the bot lane. What
Seeds
a
of Warfare already taken,
early.
yeah. Huge.
Yeah, and early Fiasco is Sports is flashing into and past the turret, trying to get Siren, but it won't be anything. Rin, 2-0 early, a kill on Art and a kill on Sports. It is looking like one of those games where Weez and Sense might have to turtle for a little while. Try to get less things happening on the map.
They do scale quite well with the Sivir and Ornaments, so, and Swain, he doesn't scale poorly either. That is a big acceleration onto that Zyra, though. Her clear speed is going to be very fast. Ooh! No ult on Amumu yet, not Amumu, on Fiddle yet, though.
It looks like they are going to get a lot of damage onto Jericho. Great headbutt back stun onto the Swain, but it looks like Jericho's going to go down. He's going to get sliced. Q coming out from Siren now. He's going to be able to push him back. Siren, considering another Q, is not going to throw it out. They're just going to get the damage and force Art under his turn, and now they're going to look for this dragon. Silas is too low while he's forced to back, and Zyra is in their top side jungle.
Yeah. Zyra also already invading the top side to get something back from this Drake being taken. But the first Drake is big for the scaling side. They really want to start stacking those up. Hex, pretty darn good for that too, with the CDR.
And you buy, and you can already imagine that you bought another 6 or 7 minutes. As Art's going to pop the Crow Storm, ult's going to come down from Prodigy. He's trying not to go down, but he will. Saren is not going to have enough damage. Neither is the Zoo. He's 3 levels down on this Silas, and that is going to be another kill in the mid lane, a solo kill in the mid lane for Art onto Prodigy.
Wow.
And to me, the two people you really didn't want to get ahead are Silas and Zyra, because Zyra feels like the key to killing this Ornn before the Smolder scales, right? And well, now that she's got this lead, it's gonna, something tells me, Ornn, who's going to go, it looks like it's going into the Hollow Radiance here, is going to as the Crow Storm comes out in the middle. It's a matter of Ornn already itemizing towards, but I think maybe the Hollow Radiance, I don't know if those are going to be Mertreads or the Spectre's Cowl.
Yeah,
but,
I don't either.
And I could call out from Slime
It has to be Mertreads. Look at their team. It has to be a Mertreads.
I mean, could be Mertreads. I mean, Spectre's Cowl is also fine. I mean, I think give me a good AV damage is great. Q, first Q on Sports, second Q is going to hit Angel Michael's pop the ult mom. It's going to come out a great heal. It's going to be able to do a lot of good. And they're just going to be able to walk right away. No, the only ult spent were from the ADC is because the Sports didn't have them yet.
Nice.
Once again, another game where Angel Michael seems to be farming great despite Siren being all over. I feel like I've been swapping my pronunciation of Siren and Siren. That
Saren,
being
right?
said,
S-E, like 7, but with an R. Saren.
Yes, Saren. Smolder stack check. Amazing ass. We are at 59. Repeat, 59. I'm not actually sure what the smolder stat check benchmarks are though. If I'm
That's
being
pretty
completely
good. Basically, anything between 20 and 22 minutes is good on pace solid. Anything below 20 minutes hitting 225, crazy. Anything from 22 to 25 minutes is like, okay, that's fine. If you are past 25 minutes before you get that execute on Smolder, it is a bad Smolder game.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Well, we'll check back in around we'll say minute 15. We'll check every 5 minutes, right? To be sure. Chat, make sure to remind me because I will forget.
I think the worst
Or
I've been
you know, or
inflicted
others.
with in solo queue is a 32-minute 225 stack Smolder.
Yeet.
I left them. I fully abandoned my ADC. I'm like, nah, bye. You are not the
Yeah.
win con, sir.
Saren is going to queue onto Jericho. I don't think he knows that Rin is right there and won't have much of a chance. TP is coming down from Prodigy though. Angel's in a bit of a tough spot now.
Yeah.
There's no counter. Ult's gonna come down from Rin. Angel's in a tough spot. Prodigy, great flash on
Nice.
to Michael from Jericho.
job,
Stun's gonna go down. Ryan's gonna be able to get the kill. Prodigy is low, won't be able to get it. He's taking a lot of damage, but is gonna be able to walk right out. He is almost finds purchase. Great flash from Lynn is going to save them. Jericho is gonna go down, but not before the headboat pulverized gets the kill. What a
Nice.
play, the hunk is able to take him down, and a big kill only increases the lead. Last game, we didn't get a definitive lead until past 20 minutes. Here we're 12 minutes in, and damn near, and we're at a 4K gold lead on the side of B1 Udyr.
And although I was mentioning blue side does have pretty good scaling with the ornaments, Smolder, Zyra, Silas do scale very, very well. Yeah.
They're amazing scaling on both sides, and I mean both top laners opting for the immediate hollow radiance. It makes perfect sense to me. They have mages that they're going to have to really respect. I mean, the longer this game goes on, but I am worried
And
because
so
I feel
much
like
AoE magic damage too, with the Zyra, the Fiddle, the Swain, and the Amumu.
Mhm. I am worried though. I feel like the Swain is going to not have an easy time because the targets he's going to be looking for, trying to get a lot of purchase onto are the Zyra and the Smolder. It feels like there's no one who can actually thread those picks other than Dazoo on the Fiddlesticks, which is not going to be an easy ask. Angel Michael is now needing to run away. Great Q from Saren is going to provide some great spell shield, but that's not going to be able to do a lot. Mom is going to help, and Michael is going to go down. Rin is looking to get something back. TPs from the side of Bunny and Strangleroot as the top laners are now making themselves known. Ballistic Bunny, whoa, going hard for a little bit, is able to dash right out. Art has the sway. No, you cannot take this fight if you are the side of Weez and Sons. But they're gonna do it anyway. Saren's gonna be able to get the Curse of the Sad Money out. Complete mosh pit as Project is gonna be able to take down Jericho and take down Art. More damage is coming through. Sports is gonna be able to free hit, but they cannot take down Bunny quite yet. And Prodigy is chilling like a villain. Damage is gonna be able to go on to Root. They won't be able to find him. He's gonna be able to sidestep the Emperor's Vision. And I stand corrected. I thought trying to fight on top of the Silas Swain ult was a death sentence. It was anything but a huge fight from Prodigy as he was able to take down Silas and take down Alistar, force them back. And that's a big fight win
That is
for
big.
Weez and Sons.
Zyra's massive though.
Yes. She is 5-0 with the Secret's Arm Guard.
Oh, that's a 2k gold lead.
Yep.
Uh,
But that being said, it seems like there's either going to be another scrap or no scrap at all. Saren's stepping forward on this mid wave, just trying to force Art back. It looks like they're going to start up this dragon. Rain is going to be focused on pulling it out. Saren doesn't have the ult, but Silas does. He has the Curse of Sad Money. You do not want to see him go in, and it looks like Bunny and Art and Strangleroot is just doing his job in front. Great engage. Curse of the Sad Money is going to go on to both. Amumu down. Bunny is going low, but Sivir is free hitting, and an amazing E is going to pull them off. And it's going to be a kill. First kill onto Jericho. Angel Michael and Prodigy now to be the one who wants to hit, but it does not seem like they're going to be able to get much more. Silas is going to go back in. Art is going to get a lot of damage onto the Prodigy, but the Zoo with the Crow Storm is going to push them back out. We'll get the kill onto Rin. Art will go down as well, and the shutdown is put right into the hands of the Zoo. Speaking of that, Zyra being ahead, Dazoo turns that gold lead from 2K to 1K, and they are moving up to the Herald. The team fighting from Weez and Sons is on point. They are looking flawless. And your Smolder stack check is 122, which is good pace. You know, if he's able to keep, and a lot of these fights, he's kind of free hitting, but it's not enough damage yet, right? He hasn't hit the big one, and he's rushed the Executioner's Calling for the Silas, for the Fiddle. So it's going to be a bit of a stack delay. Your Swain stacks are 26, which equates to 390 bonus health.
Goodness. Okay.
Yep. Oh, and I mean, not to leave him out. Scion is out 632 extra max health. As Fiddle's going to drive the Herald straight into mid. A big thing we're seeing is that there's a lot of stifling of the Silas. I feel like he's being forced to hard disengage or not get perfect engages onto the back line. We saw him die much earlier than I expected with the Swain ult in the last fight, and it's going to be a root and pull back on Jericho. He's going to get not slowed up, but it feels like they're doing a great job of shutting down Art in these fights, and without the Silas to make way and deal damage, a lot of their damage is stuck on Smolder and Zyra. Not bad people to have damage on, but they might not be able to get on to the Sivir, who is starting to slowly pump out more and more damage, and the Swain is getting, it seems, a lot harder to kill than I initially expected. So sorry, Swain, I was not familiar with your game.
I think Swain is going for Riftmaker now, though, so I believe. Probably? Hopefully.
Yeah. I think so. I can't imagine. I'm trying. It could be Riftmaker. Could be Bloodletters. Could be Leandre's for the double burn.
Could be. I imagine Leandre's is going to come out at some point. But I would love to see like a Riftmaker Rylai's.
Yeah, Riftmaker here. Yeah, Rylai's is definitely something that may be a must build, because we're looking at a game where Smolder and Zyra are going. The later we go, Smolder and Zyra are only going to become bigger damage threats, and I feel like it's going to be hard for Swing to get on them and stay on them without the Rylai's, unless Amumu and Fiddle are directly on top of them as well. And for the record, Saren has been on point. I feel like this Amumu is having so much impact, more impact than Matar did last game, with the same strategy, right? Of being all over the map, of being starting or being in every single fight has been the strategy, and it's been perfect so far.
Well, Curse of the Sad Mummy is such a team fight defining ability, so that is a really good thing to do, particularly when you're on a main playmaker for your team like that. You see Ornalt coming out though on his top side.
Rin is taking a lot of damage. Crowstorm, Great Zion is going to come out from Rin. 3-man Root is going to go up, but he's still going to go down to Zoo, is going to get the kill. And Strangleroot is stranded among 3 members of Weez and Sons. Is going to be able to flash out. Jericho is now taking the damage. Saren's going to fly over the wall. Force is going to look to doing the damage. And the stun is going to hit off the Sports, and now he's in the middle of 3. Won't be able to get killed. And that is going to be a huge kill for the side of Weez and Sons.
Wow.
To get that shot down, and now they are in full control. The gold is even, but that is the 3rd straight team fight win for their side. They're looking to force this to a game 3, and it may be early to talk about such things, but I definitely feel like they are playing with a different edge to them. All of these team fights have been flick engages. They are not afraid of anything.
They are not. That bandage toss over the pit wall into
That
that
bandage
fight was
toss.
crazy.
The bandage toss over the wall was crazy. The second bandage toss knocked up, buffering it, and hitting the smolder was
Uh-huh.
even, to me, that was even crazier. Because
So good.
in every other situation, smolder gets the free hit and back off. Not in that one. As
Yep.
we are at 20 minutes, smolder has hit 163 sacks. We might be looking at what I imagined, unless smolder is able to free hit some minions. Another Drake fight here is coming up. So the question is, what keep your eye on Smolder. It's about 90 stacks away from the execute, so I don't imagine it'll happen this fight. But it looks like they're gonna try and burn it. Wow, Prodigy is gonna be caught off by Art. Art is playing a big part in this. He's gonna be able to steal the Swain ult and force Swain to stay out. Bunny's gonna top the ult, gonna be able to get a knock up on Rin. There goes the Coast Storm, and Dazoo with another big steal. 2 kills. 3 kills on the side of Weez and Sons. The return kill. Smolder's able to get one. Bunny looking to get another. He's not able to. And Art is popping off. The Swain ult not even going down yet. Another kill on the side for both sides. And Sports is flashing into the pitch. Dringo was going to take both the kills, but it doesn't matter. A third one in the full ace on the side of B1 Udyr. Art and Sports completely lights out in that one. I said to watch the smolder. I did not think that was going to happen. And
Wow.
once again, Art with the Swain ult as well. Just what a fight.
Wow. Just a little bit of a different team fight situation, though Dizu being able to steal that Drake away, huge with the Crow Storm over the wall.
Yeah, even in a fight loss, able to get the Drake is gonna buy more time. But right now it's feeling like, I feel like when you're in a situation that Weez and Sons were, where they were kind of getting fight wins earlier than expected, right? Or not so much earlier, but getting fight wins after being in a bit of a disadvantageous position, as Saren's going to bother Angel Michael a decent bit. This just looks like a bit of support combat. Won't lead to anything, but he's gonna pop the Curse of the Sad Money and get the hold out of Jericho. Now Prodigy is moving over.
Wow.
Third Q landing. Jericho is kind of just stuck in this situation. They have committed a lot. Now the root is going to come down onto Bunny. Another random fight. Ornold is not going to be able to recast. And the Curse of Sad Money is coming through. Great movement. Stun is going to go onto the Swing. Great Curse of the Sad Money. Sports is now here as well. Stranglewood is low though. Art is dead as well. Rin is Zanyaed and is going to be forced to run away. What a crazy place for a fight to happen. I saw that Alistar getting chased down and I figured that it was nothing much, but in just one fight it feels like Weez and Sons have made it very clear that they are not.
I really feel like
they're not feeling the pressure as they're going to Autocron as well. Wow.
I really feel like, as silly as it is, Jericho's determining the outcome of these team fights. When the frontline wall of Jericho comes down, their team really just seems to crumble behind it.
Yeah, I mean, and it's kind of just been what it is, right? It is hard for them to get these kills. They either need, Jericho to be there and be the presence in the front of those fights, or they kind of need that Swain ulted Silas, right? With the fully stacked Rod of Ages, with the Zanyas, is very difficult to kill. But they're got a great ult, right? Got onto Prodigy, got onto, I believe, Angel Michael as well, but just there was not the damage. Rin and Sports weren't able to get big damage. I thought it was a bit of a goofy fight. I saw the Horn ult come out, but it was not. It was the opposite of a goofy fight.
Yep.
And Sports
Even
is
despite
9
using
stacks
the
off.
Curse of the Sad Mummy on just Jericho there, it really still was a good fight. The Art had such a good Curse of the Sad Mummy. It was a 4-man Silas Amumu ult.
Yep.
It was really good.
It just did not come out. And yeah, that's the Leandries, by the way, coming out for Swain, not the Riftmaker. It looks like the Rylai's up next. So Riftmaker, if it'll come through, will come through as the 4th item at soonest.
Yep.
Riftmaker just come out. Riftmaker and God, I'm so angry now. The Masterwork names are gone. I knew all of them.
They got rid of them. They are just now
Yeah,
Masterwork
I'm sad they're
items.
gone. They're just Masterwork. We would have Leandri's Anguish. Technically, Daxos was the only one with the was the Orn item that would be the item that Orn would have to upgrade. That was the Unseen Parasite, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Great. That's a great name. I don't remember the name of Navori though, but
Navori's didn't exist when ornaments still gave unique names, did it?
No, it did. But the name is leaving me.
Okay.
It was, I think it was back when it was called Navori Quick Blades, and I think it was called Flicker something.
Oh,
But the
Flicker Blade.
name is
Yeah,
leaving me.
it's still
Yeah,
Flicker
yeah,
Blade
yeah,
and TFT. They still use the names there.
yeah, exactly. And now it's going to be engaged. Saren is going to be able to go on, but they're looking to try and get onto Prodigy. Now Jericho's the one in a bit of a difficult situation. Ult is going to come out on top of him. His own ult is going to come out, and it looks like both teams are just going to back up and mind their business, except for Stranglewood, who's in a bit of a situation, but I don't think they want to go in on that. And both ADCs have been shown up. The only person who's not there right now is Ballistic Bunny. But this next Drake is coming up. Both teams are down here. This is not a major breakpoint Drake, but both teams
240.
are kind of ruling for a big team fight win, a definitive team fight win, because it feels like they've gone back and forth and back and forth. If Weez and Sons is able to take this, they'll be 3 Drakes up. They've gotten the Otacon. This is their right now. I imagine they're telling themselves that yes, are there a couple of uncertainties? Yes, but this is our game to lose. Swain
Smolder
has been
is at
grabbed by
stacks,
Art.
by the way. 240 when
Yep.
I last checked.
Yep. And there's the Ballistic Bunny ult. They're going to look to go right onto Ornn, not going to let him charge again. They're all on top of him, but Dazoo is going to be able to get a massive cruise storm and completely obliterates the front line. It's able to burn right through. Sports won't be able to get to play. It's a full team ace in just a couple of seconds. Strangleroot is down, and that is 5 for 1. Saren's sacrifice is greatly appreciated. As Strangleroot is going to look to try and take down Dazoo, but it is just not enough. That'll be 3 Drakes for the side of Weez and Sons, and a complete command on this game. What a play from Dazoo. I can see why the Fiddlesticks was banned.
Yeah. That is a terrifying champion. 7, 3, and 12, 600. Oh, they're going straight to Baron as well. Only Jericho up. Everybody's spawning though. Are they going to get there in time? Oh, TP into the top lane.
Goes into the top lane. The question is, what ult do you
Art is
take?
up there.
Right? What ult do you
Ballistic Bunny
take?
is
You
low.
can't take the Swain ult, but he already has the Swain ult. He didn't get to press the Swain ult. He died so fast last fight. But now they're going to be able to force them off the completely. He's going to be able to dash onto the zoo. He still needs to cast it. He's going to be able to cast it. Chances are he's not going to die this fight unless something absolutely catastrophic happens. Now it's a bit of a mosh pit. He is very, very low. Zondi's going to be able to come out. Great stun and knockup is going to come through from Rin. And from there, Sports is able to take it away. He's going to get stunned though. And he's going to go down to Zoo. The shutdowns are traded. And he'll be able to prevent the Smolder from getting the Baron ult. Or the Baron buff, but it is still a big team fight win, a 4-0 for the side of B1 Udyr. This is absolute chaos.
So the biggest result of that is probably just making the Smolder take that much slower, not having their ADC. But Ornn is going to try something here, knocking up Art. Oh,
He absolutely is able to get a knock up on Art. This is a slow take, and he's going to be able to kill Art.
he got it!
They are very low now, but he's going to continue to push the effort. He is going to go down eventually, I imagine, but now he's on to Rin, trying to force more buy time, but it does not seem like he will buy enough time.
Oh!
Jericho is going to go down to the Baron.
That's
and be able
worse.
to switch
2
and
kills.
Run. 2 kills. I believe Smolder still got the bulk. That fight lasted long enough for Smolder
Yep.
to come back. I have a great delay. 3 members of B1 will come through with the Baron buff. If you're B1 Udyr, not the cleanest, but on top of the team fight win, on top of your Smolder being 4 items and getting the Baron buff, your Zyra has the Baron buff, your Scion has the Baron buff. Those are the people you want to know. You'll take it.
Silas not having
Obviously,
it is not
it's
ideal.
unfortunate. Not ideal, especially with his but with his TP down, he's not going to be a big. You don't want him to be on the side lane too much. Either way.
Is that Spirit Visage that Swain's building?
Yes.
Huh.
Not exactly what we had in mind when we asked for healing to be built on
Doesn't
Swain,
that item
but
just scale other healing?
Yes, so it will scale his ult healing and his
No
and
Rift
the
Maker.
healing he gets from his
There's no Rift Maker.
yeah, but his ult passively goes no.
Yeah.
I just
It does. It
yeah,
just
and
Spear of
his
Visage does
little
so much more with Rift Maker. I don't know that I've seen
just
it built without it
just Zoo.
before.
The zoo just took a lot of damage.
A
They're now
lot.
artists gonna flash forward. The zoo is
Zoo is
gone.
down.
Minute and 40 until Drake. He'll be up to contested, but now they don't have that massive flank threat from the Fiddlesticks. Scion clearing out the mid wave. They're gonna look to take the bot turn and maybe some more. They are. Ornn backing now, and it looks like they're going to try and rotate to mid with the Scion push. And Art is lurking around in these bushes, trying to find a big pick onto maybe the Sivir. The
Mm-hmm.
wave is here. Sivir definitely is going to look to
That's not
back
a
up, maybe
turret.
get off a
That
registry.
is.
Yeah, and Angel Michael
Mom comes in.
not gone. I
Barrier.
can't believe it, but it looks like with that big damage on Sivir, they're going to look to put a lot of pressure onto these turrets. Strangleroot is going to be pulled in. Now they're going in. Art is going. Ornn ult is called down, but he's knocked up. He can't even press the recast bunny. It's going to go down, and it looks like B1 Udyr have pressed the button. A great Sonya is going to Art completely stepped. Prodigy, but Zoo is able to get a kill onto the Alistar, but nothing more and a lot less. Angel Michael having to clear these minions. Prodigy has no ult, so it's going to be all on them to an ultless Swain. But it looks like they're going to back up. Angel Michael is looking to push the status quo, but a big knockup is going to come down on the Angel Michael, and it's him versus 3. It's not going to be enough. Sports just calls it, puts the trigger. Strangleroot, Sports, Jericho, and Art are all a big part of what it is. B1 Udyr, in a flash of a moment, are able to take this series and send us home.
Wow. Great game, everyone.
What a screecher. That was beautiful. Sports turned it the fuck up after that early game.
Apparently, somebody from a solo queue game earlier just got a report because I just got a feedback. You're welcome, stream.
Fun top laner. I love that.
Nobody from this game. It was not someone from this game. It was a previous solo queue game.
And pay out to our B1 Udyr batters. And I mean, that was a great game for both sides.
That was a really good game. It was so back and forth. Both games were actually really, really back and forth. We didn't really see what turned out until the very, very end. The tremendous push out of B1 Udyr there.
Yeah, B1 Udyr saw the angle, said, okay, we're going to try and take a couple. It looked like they were going to back off after the Nexus turrets, and they said, okay, well, but, you know, Prodigy and Angel Michael saw the angle. They pushed forward, but could not get it.
Ooh. Saren hit 100 vision score. 3.1 per minute. Nice job.
Nice. I mean, Saren, when you're all over the map like that, it has to.
Should we slightly shame Stranglefoot on Scion for only getting 0.6 vision score per minute? 18? Ooh, so did Smolder. Ugh.
Yeah, see, no. It's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope. It's you can't blame the ADC with 11 and 3.
All right. Do you have the ability to drag somebody down or for a interview? Should we do an interview?
Yeah, see, hold on. I'll shoot a ping to both teams. Let's see. What? Why did I forget what league this was? This is oh, I can't type.
Okay. Don't know if they're going to want to interview, but
we'll see.
Yeah. Good games all around.
And absolute cinema, if I'm going to be honest. Big fun. Two teams playing some great League of Legends.
was a riot. Some may say, no pun intended.
Such dynamic team fights too. So many ults flying out all over the place. It was absolutely fantastic.
They are asking us to choose. So
Choose
who do you
between
want
what?
who comes in for the interview?
Ooh. Uh. Rin? Smolder?
Oh, okay. Jericho's volunteered.
Perfect.
Okay, we'll do. Okay, they said duo interview, which I think is fine. I'm fine with that. We'll
Okay.
do. I'll ask for clarification.
Okay.
We'll pull up Rin and I believe sports is what they're asking.
Okay.
Let's do
Cool.
this.
So Zyra and Smolder, at least from the last game.
Yeah. Hello, Rin, and it's gonna take me a second to drag up sports as well. Good lord.
Hello. Oh, it's Jericho, by
Hello.
the way. It's
Okay,
Jericho.
Jericho.
Hello,
Jericho.
Jericho.
Dang.
Not
No, no,
sports.
no. No, I need to drag up Jericho. There we go. I got it. It's happening. It's happening slowly. But
Yeah, not sports, not sports. It's Jericho. There we go.
Awesome.
there we go. Hello, y'all. Welcome into the stream.
What's up?
How y'all
So,
doing?
Jericho,
How you
I
feeling?
do have to say I was really, really sad that nobody made a comment on my when the wall of Jericho goes down, his team loses the fight. Not one
Oh!
comment. Nothing. It was very sad.
No, I
to me.
mean, I don't expect a lot of people in this community to get that reference. There's not a lot of overlap.
Ugh.
So
They didn't- low-
trust me,
Ugh.
as the guy with the username, I got it. Trust me. I mean,
Nice. I think it now that I'm thinking about it, I was thinking, it might be Jericho in sports, or it might be sports and me. But now that I'm thinking about it, it makes perfect sense. You two were both, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. You guys were on the Meowington Inc. Gold team, right? That went to
oh
the
my
finals.
god. Why do you know that?
No!
Ew.
That is
Hey man,
PTSD, bro. We had a
I'm a
very
bit of a
not nice
historian.
org owner.
I completely, literally forgot about that until just now. Just
Stop
like
it.
beamed back into my head. But I
That's
mean,
when I was MXTI, bro.
that was I was like MXTI Y2. You're still Y2 Jericho.
Yeah.
But how are you guys feeling after that series? Because that was kind of a banger. Both.
I
games.
mean, I think game one we got our like very vanilla game one fearless composition.
Uh-huh.
We were expecting them to ban Caitlyn, so we had to pivot a little bit in draft because we were thinking maybe B1 Ziggs, and then they ended up banning that also. But overall, feeling pretty good. Game two, a lot more sloppy. I think we had some miscommunications early where like our comms were not perfectly on sync, and you could see it in like kind of the fights. But
Okay, it
as soon as
wasn't
we polished it up,
sloppiness.
and
It was just really good back and forth gameplay that made it a very interesting game to watch on stream.
yeah, content farming, Andes.
Uh-huh.
I'll take it.
Content farming gameplay. There are no bad decisions, just content farming.
Yeah, amen. I'll take that. I will take that all day.
Yeah, I was like, I assume that was a bit of what was going on in game two, because I feel like there were a lot of moments where it was like that one mid fight where like it started in their red side jungle, and it was like, oh, okay, Amumu's just annoying Alistar. They'll walk out, and then I saw Amumu.
Oh, it's clearing the pink. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
I was
what.
like, that whole fight felt like it cascaded out of nowhere. But a big thing, was there any thought as like going into as game two was going, right, it was way more back and forth. I felt like there was a lot more focus from their side on making sure Art couldn't play, but I still felt like Rin, every single fight you were getting off a good ult. How important was it to you to kind of just be in the right place at the right time without like getting one shot somehow?
Well, I knew as long as I was standing behind my Alistair, because
this guy is like the greatest peeler in the world. As long as I was standing behind my Alistar, I knew I couldn't die, and I had to peel my Smolder since my Alistar was peeling me. So I could
Mhm.
press ult, and Smolder was just able to do everything.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a daisy
Silas-
chain, yeah.
Yeah, Silas and Scion were there to just drain tank everything too.
I was like that was a big part of it as well. Silas was going on. Um, Art had a lot of big ults. The 21 assist Silas.
Yeah,
That's
that's kind of
dream. All
I'm
the
fine
questions
with
I've got.
that. That sounds perfectly acceptable to me.
21 assists on your mid laner?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd be tweaking, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm a support
Yeah, we
main.
need
That
to
means
funnel.
that probably means I have more kills.
We need to funnel all the
Right.
resources into our ADC, or he's gonna cry.
True,
Yeah, I
very
mean,
true.
I have
that
I have to be bought
sort of-
for him after every cycle, or else it's over.
Though if my
It's lower,
ADC is
though.
already dead, the kills are mine. You don't get to complain.
that
We don't have that
logic-
problem.
Sure, yeah. Sports was playing. Honestly, Sports was on one this series as well. I felt like the dragon fight where he's flashing into pit when he could easily get a Moo queued was what I was thinking about. But that fight, he got I think a triple kill or no, Scion got a triple kill.
No,
And
Smolder got a
they
triple
kept
kill
low.
before execute stacks too in the Drake pit.
No, that was a Scion triple kill because Scion got the kills and then he had to
Mm-mm.
queue over the wall to kill Sivir.
I assure you,
I'll pull up the
that was a Smolder triple kill.
Either way, I was like, it was big. That felt like the jumping point for the Smolder, and from there, it just felt like Sports. Regardless of what happens, other than that one like bandage toss that randomly hit, I felt like Sports was just untouchable for the rest of the game.
Yeah, as much
Or
as we
turned into
give him
Viper.
a yeah, as much as we give him a hard time, there's a reason that we do like to pour a lot of resources into him. That he's just really fucking good. I mean, we had our off series against Omega, but I think the spreadsheet will show he's #1 in rating, and there's a very good reason for that. That guy's the goat.
Not easy. That rating is not nice to like mid laners and top laners, but sometimes it like guts ADCs too. I've seen it with my own eyes. It
Very true.
loves supports though. Fucking loves
Yeah,
supports.
probably not me after today. I did die 10 times this game.
Yeah.
I have the global taunt. What can I say? I just Amumu is
It's that easy.
solo
Especially
ulting
when you
me.
lock it outside. Yeah.
Any
Like,
global point
tank.
equals win.
So
Right, yeah.
has
Excellent
the
series.
has the Q4 game happened yet? The Lurkers versus Sin City game?
I don't think
I haven't
so.
seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, it is not. I think it's happening tonight, is it not? think
I
it's
know there's
happening.
another. The Q2 game is happening tonight. I'm pretty sure. China's Boys Hyler.
Yeah.
I think it's happening right now.
That
Yeah.
happened. That's happening right now.
Yeah.
Sin City's Liquors started 43 minutes ago, supposedly. So both of
Oh,
those games
shit.
on tonight.
Well,
You know, keep an
technically,
eye out.
the other one's already done.
Oh,
It was at
Chiefs
5
versus the-
p.m.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
the,
match results. Hey.
no,
Wait, it hasn't
I
been
don't
that was
posted.
a
Okay.
no. That's Tax Haven.
Am I looking at the wrong
Yeah.
Q4? Probably.
Yes.
It seems you would
Financial
be looking at
Q4.
the
Here we go. Yes, I was. I'm doing great. It's fine. Yeah. It's Sunday. It's only the beginning of a new week. It's great. Yeah, the other game has not
That's
been
what
played
I'm
yet.
going with.
All right,
Who
so
would you guys prefer to play in that path?
I can't speak for Matt or Rin. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that to you. But
That's crazy.
I
Government
I
name.
do not give a fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I
shit.
think we'll just win.
nice.
I love that. That confidence, being ready for whoever.
Lurkers versus.
I gotta
just want
prepare
my
drafts for
rematch
both.
against- I want my rematch against Omega. That's all.
Yep.
All
Gotta be back
right.
to finals.
Well, Omega did
But-
win their game, so they will be
That's a part
of the way
facing
there.
the winner of the other game playing tonight, Chinas Boys versus Hylert Henchmen. So
Guys,
I'm
Hey,
gonna
do
be
you guys have
very
any predictions on
disappointed
that
if they
game?
lose. What's that?
Do you guys have any predictions on Chinas Boys versus Henchmen?
Probably not a popular one. I'll let Matt take it since he knows all the people in those teams.
I think China's boys should win. I'm not sure about that outcome, but if China's boys do win, they're probably going to lose to Omega. I think both teams will lose to Omega, so honestly, I think we'll have a rematch incoming anyways. I'm down with it.
Alrighty. That's what I like to hear. Great series from the both of you. Yeah, I think we're ready to go.
Yeah. All right, everyone. And I will go ahead and take it out on Val's normal saying at the end of streams.
It takes 4 to tank.